Welcome back everyone to another Sakura Succubus 3, and we're back with Hiroki talking about Hifumi and her movie. But if you want to show some love, please smash that subscribe button, like, comment if you want to, and watch my other videos. Other than that, let's get right on to it. Okay, I know you're working hard, says Hiroki. You really are impressive, Hifumi. I smile and shake my head, bemused. Geez, I can hardly believe I'm dating a person like her. Life's full of surprises. Oh, tell me, Hiroki. Life sure is a shit ton of surprises. All of a sudden, I'm feeling sentimental. But I think I might have dallied on the street corner a little too long. With great effort, I tear my eyes away from the billboard and fish my phone out of my pocket. I check the time, then gasp. Huh, it's that late already? I gotta get going or I won't make it to work. I've gotta really start learning learning to stop spacing out and stuff. Well, you know what? I do space out in real life, so, shit happens. I get to work a few minutes before 9. I'm not late. Technically, I'm early, but the rest of my co-workers are there already, bowed over their desks. Because when it comes to actual work, just like Hiroki here, as he technically does know, you don't want to be early or 5 minutes early. That's considered being, not late, but you should be here 30 minutes earlier. Hell, 1 hour earlier. That's the best thing, because you're showing your company or organization that, yeah, I'm willing to work real early. Or I'm willing to be here that early. Yeah, it just I keep saying yeah, what the hell. My boss is something of a slave driver. Every boss, every CEO thing, almost all of them have that. At least one person is like that. Work starts officially at 9, but he prefers us to get there at least 15 minutes early. A few months ago, he threw me out for being so lax. Ogasawara, good morning, my boy. Yes, good morning, sir. Now what's with that mealy-mouthed reply? You should be a bit more enthusiastic. Enthusiastic. It's a beautiful morning, wouldn't you agree? Yes, it's possibly divine. That's the spirit now. Are you ready to get to work? I'm expecting results. Yes, sir. I sigh. My boss hasn't scolded me half as much as he used to. In fact, he's been pretty friendly, but I never imagined we'd ever be on such good terms. I've worked for the Sakura daily for a few years, but I've never quite seen eye to eye with my boss. He's a large, overwhelming man, both in body and in personality. Okay, fat joke. He's the sort of person who commands attention when he walks into a room, and is not afraid of telling people exactly what he thinks of them. I used to complain about him all the time with my colleagues, behind his back, of course, surely. He's not all that likable. I don't think he likes me at all that much either. He didn't, at least, but that changed when he learned about my connection to Marina. Marina's influence has helped our agency land all sorts of jobs. My boss and my colleagues don't know the exact nature of our relationship, but I think they can make an educated guess. We did go on a trip to the hot springs after all. My boss is well aware that I have friends in high places, and now he's doing all he can to flatter my ego. It's incredibly transparent and a kiss ass. To be honest, it makes me feel uncomfortable. My colleagues have taken a very dim view of my new status in the office. I was never all that close to my co-workers, but we used to go drinking from time to time, and they were never above chatting to me. We were all in the same boat, victims of the boss' capricious whims. Was it capricious? Now my boss is paying me special attention. My colleagues have turned their backs on me. They're particularly jealous about my relationship with Marina, Ayu, and Cosmos, etc. and others. Being a popular guy is surprisingly very hard. Let me run you through the agenda today, Ogasawara. My boss issues me orders while I nod and jot them down on my laptop. It looks like I have a couple of complex jobs to take care of. First, I have to attend some dull, dry government conference and take a few pics for an upcoming article. Then I need to go to some sporting event. I got a busy day ahead of me, that's for sure. Well, I guess too much work is better than no work. I gotta agree on that one. Yeah. And there you have it. It's a lot, man. I'm sure you can manage. My boss slaps a large hand on my shoulder and laughs. You've proven yourself to be quite capable over the last few months. I had my reservations about you at first, I'll admit, but I'm wise enough to admit when my judgment has erred. With your connections, you've become an indispensable part of our company. We never would have been admitted to this conference if our little friend Miss Wakatsuki hadn't intervened on our behalf. We're really going places thanks to you. No. I duck my head, abashed. It's nothing, sir. That's all Marna's doing, not mine. You don't need to thank me for her help. But she's only helping us because of you. We all know that. It's obvious. I can't say I understand what you are to Miss Wakatsuki, but I hope you hang on to her. She's been a great blessing. Ho ho ho! My boss laughs uproariously, as though he's told a funny joke. My voice is very, very loud and I wince. My colleagues are all glaring at me. I can hear a few of them whispering among themselves. Coworker number 1. It looks like the boss is sucking up to Ogasawara again. Like that's anything new. It's not fair. If I'd come into the office as late as him, I would have been chewed out. It's one rule for him, another for the rest of us. Like he's untouchable. He must be feeling pretty smug about all this. I bet he feels especially smug about his, relationship. This co-worker makes little quotation marks with his fingers. With Wakatsuki Marna. Wakatsuki Marna of all people. I still can't believe a plain ordinary guy like him was able to pull her in. There's no justice in the world for guys like us. Some people have life way too easy. What about the rest of us, huh? My colleagues sound pretty annoyed and I can't say I blame them. I'd be annoyed if I was in their shoes as well. Their jealous looks are making me feel kinda bad though. I don't think I've done anything to apologize for. My boss is the one at fault for flaunting his favoritism like this, but my natural instinct is to bow my head. I don't really want my co-workers to hate me. Hey! You lot! The boss overhears his mutinous whispers, glowers at my colleagues. Stop gossiping amongst yourselves and start working. I don't pay you to flap your lips. Maybe I'll consider what you have to say when you've contributed enough to the company, but not a single one of you is there yet. Compared to Ogasawara, you're all parasites. You're not even fit to lick my boots. Jesus, my goodness, this boss is a definition of a boss. Now shut up. Yes, boss. A dull, apathetic chorus of voices responded to my boss's jabs. Heads swivel, eyes focus on computer screens, and the steady click-clack of keyboards fills the office. Nobody's talking anymore. Nobody's looking at me either, but I can still sense the resentment in the air. The atmosphere is awfully tense. It feels like a powder keg ready to blow. It's all my fault. This is pretty uncomfortable. I wasn't made to be the center of attention, really. Very good. My boss nods his head, arms folded. At least he looks satisfied, right? Doesn't he realize how tense it is? Maybe he's so far removed from petty office politics that he doesn't care. Yeah, most likely. Now, do you know what you have to do, Ogasawara? Yes, boss, don't worry. Leave everything to me. Good lad, I know I could count on you. It's a shame you don't have any appointments with any sexy women today. I'm sure you're dying to photograph Hazel Williams again or Yamamoto Hifumi. But keep your spirits up. My boss slaps my shoulder again. It hurts. I'm sure the opportunity will arise in due course. Until then, you need to work these dull, ordinary jobs. If you keep at it, I'm sure you'll be rewarded in my humble opinion. Nothing about my boss is humble. You deserve as much. Keep up the good work, you hear? Yes, boss. He's so loud I can't help but hear him. Satisfied, my boss ambles back to his office. In his absence, my colleagues begin to mutter among themselves. I can't catch everything they're saying, but I hear my name being tossed around more than a few times. Are they plotting to, end me? I don't want to be caught up and dissolved in a bathtub. I have a pretty bad feeling about this. Jeez. I stare blankly at my monitor. My head's starting to hurt. Oh god, right now my head is starting to hurt. Time passes in a blur. The working week crawls to a close, but before I know it, Friday evening is upon me. It'll be Saturday tomorrow. I'd promise I'd go out on a date with Cosmos, then a proper date. I'm not entirely sure where I'll take her though. It might be nice to go to a cafe where I can treat Cosmos to one of the immensely sugary desserts. Desserts. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired here, guys. I'm really sorry. Sugary desserts. She seems to covet so much. But we've been on several cafe dates already. I don't want to bore her. Good point, man. I should try something new and exciting. Maybe we could go to the movies? I think that new romantic comedy starring Hifumi opens tomorrow. But it might be too insensitive to take my girlfriend to see my other girlfriend who likes to call herself my wife on the big screen. Cosmo was one of the clingiest members of my retinue, and I wouldn't want to hurt her feelings. I don't get to spend much time with her as it is. I'd hate to spoil our date and let her down. The movies is probably out then. But what about the theme park? I don't think I've ever been there with Cosmos. Destinyland isn't too far away. We can get there on the train. It shouldn't take much more than an hour. Disneyland is a super popular theme park for children and adults alike. It has a whole bunch of rides, the staff members dress up like popular Destiny characters, and there's parades and firework displays. Cosmo's interest tends towards the cute and kitschy, so I'm sure she'd love it. I might act dry and humorless, but I'm pretty fond of Destinyland as well, though it's been years since I last went. Funny, if I take Destinyland in a reality kind of check, it reminds me of the game Destiny 1 and 2. But we all know it's about Disney, so that's it. Who doesn't love Destinyland? It's a place of hopes, dreams, and magic. But it's also expensive. Yes, I remember in Japan it was Universal Studios. They had a lot of theme parks and rides. The tickets was worth, well, if you want the express ticket where you could take the express line, where there's still a line but it's slightly faster. It's worth like 20,000 yen, I think, or 25k. I believe so. The normal ticket though is, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, I think it's 7k yen. Still a lot. Jeez, I need to stop worrying. I'm supposed to have fun on my date with Cosmos, not fret over tiny details. I don't think it really matters where we go. I'm sure Cosmos will be happy regardless of what I choose, as long as I'm with her. She's not very picky after all. Ah, white screen. It's Cosmos. It'll be fine, Hiroki. I'll be happy as long as I'm with you. See? Exactly, that's what she's gonna say. I'm sure that's what she'll say. That's a comfort. Though there's a few other things I'm also worried about. Cosmos is famous. If we go anywhere too populated, we might attract attention. People will start snapping photos of us, and the news of our relationship will spread across the internet like wildfire. It will cause a huge scandal. People will find my address and start throwing eggs at my house, and Cosmos' reputation will plummet. She might lose all her fans. I don't want that to happen. Maybe she can wear a disguise, a pair of dark sunglasses perhaps. Would anybody notice her then? Dating a celebrity, even an e-celeb like Cosmos, is a lot of hard work. And I have to worry about this stuff with not just one, but 5 women! Huh, lucky bastard. The mere thought of it is exhausting. I yawn, pressing a hand to my mouth, tears bead in my eyes. It's getting pretty late. It's already pitch black outside. I should probably hit the hay. I can worry about what I want to do tomorrow. I settle down my futon, sighing as the stress fades from my aching limbs. I feel lightly and fluffy like I'm floating on a cloud. Within minutes, I fall asleep. I'm so exhausted, I fully expect to sleep for hours and hours, but what? Hey, Hiroki! Nani? I can hear a voice. It's soft and sweet and feminine. It sounds familiar. I'm only half awake, but I'm sure that's Cosmos? No way. That's right! Good morning, Hiroki. It's nice to see you. Hey. I'm sorry with the laugh. Good morning? What the? This is crazy because I have to cut the video right here, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode of Sakura Succubus 3, episode 4, I believe. And what? No, episode 5, I believe so. If you want more, please watch my other videos and support this channel because it's dying. Not gonna lie, I can't use the same tricks and nooks and cranny. I need to do something else. And I'll be seeing you, I guess, have a wonderful, later in the next episode. Or I'll just say bye. See you later. That's it. That's the end of the video.
It sound right, boys.